All right, guys. So day one is in the books. Let's kind of give a quick recap of what happened today with our new recruiting business that I've started. This is the end of November, starting December. So we're gearing up for 2023. So I had a morning meeting. I do a morning meeting with my business partner, Clarence, every morning at 10 a.m. I'm really strict about being there. We both come to the meeting, we're prepared. We talk about our goals, our objectives that we want to handle for that day, and just get a really good game plan in order as to what we want to do. So this morning, we actually caught up for only 10 minutes, talked about our cold email campaign that's going to be launching here this week. We've got thousands and thousands of emails going out to the cryptocurrency blockchain industry, hiring managers, and then also a 5G telecom. But at 10 o'clock, we actually scheduled a call with a new client. So we did a intro call with a new client out of London who they're a hedge fund, they're involved in cryptocurrency, and they're looking to bring on some salespeople and some marketing folks. So that went pretty well. We're trying to get them to a discovery call next, where we'll do a deep dive for like 45 minutes with their stakeholders, really qualify the requisition, talk to them about kind of how our fee structure works. And we're going to push for a retained search here where we collect a payment up front. And depending on the salary requirements, I usually like to work no less than $50,000 in fees for higher level roles. So that went well. We'll see what happens there. And then I had a call with a new wireless company today at 11 a.m. Actually was able to schedule that here by using this technique that I used on Sales Navigator, which I'll show you real quick. I've been testing. So pretty cool. Just go into lead filters, and I've been using, let's see where it is here. Actually, it might be under accounts. Let me go back here and push this out. Nope, it's under lead filters. Let me go back into it. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, here it is. Team link connections of. So what I'm doing is putting my parameters over here. I'll just show you real quick. So for example, company headcount, let's just say I want to target like companies with 51 to 200 people. The reason I like those sizes of companies, it's easier to talk to a decision maker versus the larger, big box 1,000 plus companies. There's more red tape involved there. So it's kind of a sweet spot. Push out of there. And then seniority level, we'll just go with like, director, for example. So I did more, but I just want to kind of, for the purpose of this video, do your parameters right here. But what's pretty cool is I go up here, I click connection, and I'll do first, second, group, and third. So I'll have all those. I was coming down here to team link connections of. What this means is anyone in my LinkedIn network who I'm first degree connections with, who's like pretty high up as a hiring manager, I want to see who they're connected with that I can start marketing to, right? So like in telecom, you have these like directors of operations that push a ton of work out to other companies. And those other companies are the ones that I want to meet and target. So that's what I've been doing. So for example, I'll just type in one of my keywords is DAS. It's a telecom term, right? I'll just put in parentheses, DAS, enter. And let's see how many results I get here. 35,000. But I'm going to pick a person who's influential, one of them being Dave Mayo, I know works for T-Mobile. And so let's see who Dave is connected to as a director that could be a good hiring manager for me, right? So here we go. Director of DAS engineering, great prospect right there for me. So what I would do with Rolando Chen is send him an in-mail, okay? So you get 50 in-mails a month when you purchase Sales Navigator, and Sales Navigator has a promotion right now where you pay $50 for the next 2 months. Normally it's $99 a month. So definitely get this and just go in and I would type Rolando a message. Now I could say, hey, Rolando, I see that we're connected together with Dave Mayo, or hey, Rolando, I see we've got 42 shared connections on LinkedIn. This is what I do. I actually placed an engineer recently with a company that's in your space. I've got a surplus of candidates. Let's jump on a Zoom call, whatever. I actually have the scripting, but that's what I was doing. I actually was able to schedule a call with this strategy. I sat in my bed last night and did about 15 or 20 of these, got a response from a pretty sizable system integrator, had a call with their HR director this morning, which I normally don't do, but in this case I did. And she put me on speaker with her team. She had one recruiter there. We spoke for about 30, 40 minutes, and I'm sending them a contract. So that's encouraging. They drilled me on this call, guys. So I had questions, what makes you better? How large is your company? Tell me about your process. What makes you different than another recruiter? I really got all the staffing one-on-one questions, which I was able to handle, I feel, well. And that's because I've got so many years in telecom and I can speak the language. That really helps. That just comes in time. So you'll be at that comfort level as you step into your recruiting business and work it for a few months. Those calls won't be a problem. One objection that I'm dealing with this new company is their payment terms are net 60. That's 60, which I've never heard of in recruiting. So that could be a problem. I don't know if I want to step into that with this company. They have a lot of turnover too. And their reasoning behind the net 60 terms, they said that was a hard rule with their CFO, that their CFO will not flex on that rule with recruiting firms. And they said because, look, we don't know if your candidate's going to work out after 30 days. Typically, we know in 30 days if it's going to be a good fit for our company and our culture. Why should we pay you $25,000 and then have the candidate not work out and leave? And I'm like, well, that's why we have replacement guarantees, in place, which they understood. And they had some possible flexibility with the longevity of my replacement guarantee and their payment terms. So what I'm going to do from here is send them a contract, and then they'll probably redline it, and we'll go back and forth and see if we can meet in the middle. But in my discovery call with them today, it sounded like they have a retention problem, not a hiring problem. So I don't know if that's the type of partner that I want to work with, but I'm going to kind of step into this, send them my contract, and go from there. And I'll document this for you guys. I'll show you what they come back with and let you guys review it, and we can discuss it. So anyways, good day. We've got another appointment tomorrow with a new telecom company I'm excited about. That is at 9:30 a.m. So I'll tell you guys about that. And just a lot of cold calling today, cold email, LinkedIn video messaging, emails, LinkedIn audio is working for me today, which I love. So back in the trenches, guys, and loving it. Hope this helps everybody.